pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, Mrs. Thomas.
Trustee Dawkins.
Here.
Trustee Purcell.
Here.
Trustee Washington. Trustee Roman.
Here.
Trustee Heiferman.
Here.
Trustee Harris Jones.
Here.
President Hofeld.
Here, representing staff this evening. To my left, at the far end of the table, is our Finance Director, Dennis Bubenek, Assistant Village Manager, Napoleon Haney, Village Attorney, Chris Cummings, and Village Manager, Jim Marino. The minutes of May 11th. Any additions or corrections, Trustee Dawkins?
None.
Trustee Purcell?
Nothing here.
Trustee Harris Jones?
Nothing.
Trustee Heiferman?
Nothing.
Trustee Roman?
Nothing.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes, please?
So moved. Second?
Been moved by Trustee Purcell, seconded by Trustee Roman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Dawkins.
Aye.
Trustee Purcell.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
The minutes are approved. The claims list in the amount of $2,128,958.80. Comments or questions, Trustee Dawkins?
None.
Trustee Purcell?
Nothing.
Trustee Harris Jones?
None.
Trustee Heiferman?
Nothing.
Trustee Roman?
Nothing.
May I have a motion to approve the claims list, please?
So moved. Second?
Been moved by Trustee Purcell, seconded by Trustee Roman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Dawkins.
Aye.
Trustee Purcell.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Claims list is approved. Of that slightly more than $2 million claims list, two items comprise the majority of that claims list. A partial payment for our new water supply connection to Burns McDonald was $1,621,000, and our monthly payment to the City of Harvey for water was $308,000. That was $1,929,000, or 91% of that claims list. Hear from the audience. If anyone in the audience would like to address the board on any subject not on the agenda, please raise your hand. If not, item number 8, presentation from the Homewood Science Center. Mr. Marino.
I just want to introduce Edie Dobrez, the Executive Director for the Science Center. I was just thinking about it, Edie, and it's been 5 years now, right?
Yep.
Since you've been the Executive Director. So it's gone by fast, but the Science Center, I think, is doing very well, even considering the issues with COVID last year. Edie will touch on that. But she gives an annual report to the board every year, and she wants to do that today.
Very good.
Thank you, Jim, and thank you for your service to the Homewood Science Center Board of Directors, and also to Jay Hagerman. Appreciate that. I am here today to present our annual report for 2020, which you have in front of you, which is also available on the website, our website, for the public to view. And I also want to provide a brief update on this year as well. Well, 2020, what a year. On March 7th, 2020, we hosted 300 students and women at our 4th annual Girls STEAM Ahead event. The following week, the world shut down. And so did our field trip program, Roller Coasters and Inventor's Journey, which in 2019 attracted 2,500 students into Homewood. Schools and students were in crisis as in-person and hands-on learning was gone in an instant. We still had a census outreach grant to fulfill, but our plan to host in-person events was no longer safe. We switched programs that we could online, but like most Homewood businesses, we had to innovate. Pop-up Science at Home was our solution. And in front of you, you have one of our Pop-up Science at Home kits for you to see. And you can see there's many different topics that are covered in these kits. In 2020, nearly 13,000 of these kits, so imagine that was a lot of kits. Some of them were done in Spanish as well, were dispersed not only in the HF area, but throughout the south suburbs. We had a census grant to fulfill, so we added census messaging inside each of these kits as we dispersed them at free and reduced school lunches and to social service agencies in the south suburbs. Pop-up Science at Home kept students' hands and minds on science. and the census outreach grant kept our revenue at pre-pandemic levels. Turning our attention to this year, you can see, and I have also provided a program flyer that is also available on our website for the public that includes free events and paid summer camps on the back. I want to thank you for your confidence in us and for allowing us to expand our footprint in Homewood with the addition of 2018 Ridge Road, which we are using every week for STEM Saturdays. Free activities, exhibits, kits, and a growing list of presenters on topics as varied as craters to cicadas are featured during STEM Saturdays. A big thanks to many volunteers for helping transform the Karate for Kids space, especially several HF students who have assisted us. We are trying out ideas with the goal of renovating the space as an attraction for families and young learners. Children and families have been hardest hit by the education crisis resulting from the pandemic. Our goal is to create a space to explore science, tech, engineering, but let's not forget about the M in STEM, math, which isn't as exciting sometimes. Families can have fun exploring more than just counting, but the big ideas in early math that are so important, sets, number sense, operation, pattern, measurement, data analysis, spatial relationships, and shapes. Those are all really important skills that we need to work on with our young children. Our main building on Dixie will house our summer camps and many other programs, including events in partnership with the Homewood Arts Council and the IPO, to name a few of our partners. Unfortunately, I don't have as great of news about funding. Funding has been a struggle. Many funders are turning away from STEM and looking toward basic needs. That's just a reality right now. We asked the community to support our 5th anniversary, as Jim had mentioned, 5 years of Homewood Science Center. Our celebration will be at Rabbit Brewing on July 29th. We hope you can join us. Without the vision and support of the Village of Homewood, there would not be a Science Center in Homewood. So I thank you. Does anyone have any questions for me?
On the board? Trustee Heiferman, you're a board member?
No questions. I just want to make a comment. You say 5 years. It seems like it was even a few years before that we started to think about it. And what we were thinking about at that time has it looks nothing like what we're doing today. We had completely different ideas of what the Science Center would be. We really didn't know what it would be. And it's gelled into something solid. It's because of Edie and the rest of the Science Center board that we've been able, and of course the support of the village, we've been able to create something that is becoming an institution in the south suburbs. So congratulations, Edie.
Well, thank you, Jay. And I just want to mention too, just the impact that we've had, hopefully, of course, in the Homewood-Flossmoor area, but in the south suburbs in general. Our programs attract people from all over the south suburbs. And we actually just received an email from a parent whose child is in our conservation ecology internship program. That's for 6th to 8th graders that we hold at Isaac Walton Preserve. And she sent an email, and it was a little difficult to read because her first language is not English. But we got what she was saying. She was saying how much she appreciated what we were doing for her child and how much they had learned and the passion that our volunteers had shared with them. So we're really making such a strong impact in that brand of Homewood that we want, that we care about education, that we care about young people, is being spread across the south suburbs because of the support that we're getting.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
On to a bigger and better year.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you.
May I have a motion to approve the appointment of Joe Sherman to the Beautification Committee, please?
Second.
Been moved by trustee Purcell, seconded by trustee Dawkins. Roll call, please.
Trustee Dawkins.
Aye.
Trustee Purcell.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Appointment is approved. Mr. Sherman here? He will be sworn in at a later date. Mrs. Thomas, the end of this vote.
The board is asked to approve Resolution R 3082 in support of the restoration of local government distribution funds. Homewood was getting a 10% share of income taxes before January 11, when the state cut the distribution amount to 6%. Over the years, it has fluctuated to as low as 5.45%. The village is joining with municipalities calling on the state to set distribution back at 10%. The board is asked to pass ordinance MC 1048, changing residential garage sale restrictions from 2 to 3 days. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2183 for a sign variance for an outlot building at 17958 Halsted Street in the Washington Park Plaza. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2184, declaring certain Homewood Police Department personal property as surplus. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2185 for a variance approving a front yard parking space at 1620 Terrace Road. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2186, granting a variance for the size of side yards for the property at 18462 Dixie Highway. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2187, declaring certain village items, including vehicles and trailers, as surplus and available for sale or disposal. The board is asked to approve a contract with M.E. Simpson Company, Inc. of Valparaiso in the amount of $21,400 for a water distribution system leak survey.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from anyone in the audience? Yes, ma'am?
My name is Danielle Nolan Ragland. I'm a resident of Homewood. I wanted to first thank you for allowing the Zoom meetings to be resumed. I think it's important in making our village government as accessible as possible to all members of the community, however their comfort level lies. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. I also wanted to say thank you in light of the agenda item for the garage sale. I know a neighbor of mine came up here and asked about it last time, and she was pretty enthused about getting some things out of her house, and I know that there are lots of us that feel the same. So I hope whatever your decision there is, it allows as many people to have as many garage sales as possible, because we all accumulated a lot of things in 2020. I did also want to note the continued absence of one of our trustees, and I wanted to know if there's any rules regarding how many meetings you can miss before, or how long you're allowed to keep your seat if you're unable to come to meetings, considering she wasn't present at the vote that was highly contentious as well. That's all. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Anyone else? May I have a motion to approve, board comments on the omnibus vote. Any comments? Questions? Trustee Purcell?
Nothing here.
Trustee Harris-Jones?
Nothing.
Trustee Heiferman?
Nothing.
Trustee Roman?
Nothing.
May I have a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda, please?
So moved. Second.
Been moved by Trustee Purcell, seconded by Trustee Dawkins. Roll call, please.
Trustee Dawkins.
Aye.
Trustee Purcell.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris-Jones.
The consent agenda is approved. Item 11, new business, a discussion for liquor license request for 18322 Governor's Highway. Mr. Bubenek.
The owner of Pop's Italian Beef and Sausage has requested a Class 7B 7525 liquor license for 18322 Governor's Highway. The owner's plan is to change the coffee location to more of a sandwich, soup, salad shop, utilizing the drive-through plus indoor seating. Class 7B 7525 beer and wine only on-premise consumption license is available only to establishments primarily engaged in serving food prepared on site in a fully equipped kitchen with food service. The current holder of the Class 7B liquor license is Portillo's. Staff recommendation: if the board is in favor of this request, staff should be directed to prepare an ordinance to increase the number of 7B 7525 liquor licenses from 1 to 2 for consideration at a future board meeting. At this point, I would ask the applicant if he'd like to add to anything that I just said.
Mr. Krim, you want to tell us what you're going to be doing?
If I may?
You may,
Okay. Thank you.
and you're a relative.
Yes, hello, everyone. I am Sophia Gilbertson. I am the daughter of Vincent Grimes, who has been in the Homewood community business for over 20 years. We have been owners of the Pops Italian Beef and Sausage at 18328 Governor's Highway. And we are the current owners of the Gloria Jeans location, which is applying for the liquor license in this meeting. The concept of the Gloria Jeans is that it's a coffee drive-through kind of spot for hangouts and local community to kind of meet and greet. But with COVID, everything has changed in the landscape of real estate and retail. So what the restrictions of the franchise has been holding us back in terms of creativity has kind of really like allowed us to take a moment and rethink what we want to angle ourselves as in the community. So with the concept of a privately owned coffee shop, we would be focusing on more so of a concept store for recharge. So not only can you come and get your fuel in form of coffee, you can get it in food or fun in terms of gaming. And the look and feel is going to be, it's going to be more of like a tech meets fun recharge station concept. If anybody has any additional questions on what I mean by that, we're going to involve the community in sourcing the artwork for the interior of the store for local artisans. And not only that, going to have a section of the wall separated off for applications for local artisans to place their artwork for sale for a 30-day application period timeframe that we would handle as a first come, first served basis concept. So what we really were saying is that, Homewood and her residents are very creative, and, we're looking at more so, like a recharge station, especially since, COVID restrictions are being lifted and everyone's getting a chance to get out of the house a little bit, and everybody needs a break and a different kind of concept and a place to stay for just kind of like a break from their normal day-to-day. We have a current staff there, and we would obviously extend the employment continuation for our existing staff, giving them the chance to kind of like re-immerse themselves in the new concept. The whole look and feel is just going to be more of a relaxed type of environment, a safe, inclusive for everyone. That's pretty much what we have for right now. Does anybody have any questions?
You have Pops at the far south end,
Yes.
and that will still be what they're known for. So you're going to do more soups, salads?
Correct. The menu is going to be completely different. It's not going to be competitive with the menu items of Pops. It's going to be more of a gourmet type of coffee, gourmet donuts, and deli sandwiches. So the menu items are not going to be competing with that of the Pops menu.
Board comment?
So when you say a recharge station, is it gonna be, when you said that, it made me think of what
Yes.
we are missing with Caribou. So Caribou was a place where you could go, you can hang out, you can meet up with people, which is something we're completely lacking right now. Is that what you mean by that, or is it
Yes.
something different?
Absolutely. So we are very active in the Homewood community, and we know what's here and what's not. And there is nothing like this in Homewood right now. So when I say recharge station, I mean you can literally come use our Wi-Fi, plug in your phone, and recharge your phone. But I more so mean about the emotional recharge. So you can come and meet. It's a unique opportunity for those that drink coffee and those that might want a glass of wine to meet in a local spot where they can, both have what they want. But that's exactly what I mean. So with Caribou gone, it is a spot for people to come relax, take a break, take a lunch break, or even just kind of get out of their house for right now. So yes, along those lines, recharge station.
But then how does the gaming fit into that as far as is there gonna be a separate section, or I'm just trying to imagine.
That is a great question. So the gaming is completely immersed and incorporated in the concept. We will have a full glass line of sight into the gaming section, which will be sectioned off in the vestibule. So while the gaming is going to be present and up front, we are not hiding it in any sort of way. So like I said, the whole concept is like a tech type of gaming.
Is it family friendly, or,
I mean,
It's more adults.
it's definitely more geared towards
Okay.
adults. We will have all of the required legal signage for 18 and older for the gaming. There will be the partition that allows us to see full line of sight, but also physically separates everyone. The coffee and the food side of it is going to be obviously open to anyone 18 and under, and there can be family present in that spot. There's going to be very clear visual markings of separation though.
I'm excited about a new offering, especially excited about a place where there'll be local artwork displayed and things like that, and just another option. So I
Thank
wish
you.
you luck.
We're excited, thank you.
Trustee Purcell.
Yeah, the only question that I had was what you asked about the gaming. I just kind of wanted to know how the flow was going to be, what it was going to be like. But I think it sounds like a great concept, and I'm excited to have it too. So thank you for thinking of that, doing that.
Absolutely, thank you. And we know the Homewood residents will appreciate us being upfront and honest about what it is that we're offering. We're not
100%.
trying to hide it. Everything's fully, in plain sight.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, thank you very much. Wonderful.
Trustee Harris Jones.
I have a question for you. Currently, there's a drive-through area.
Yes.
Will that remain or will?
Absolutely. Drive-through will remain. Drive-through is going to be a key component for the coffee and smoothies. And, we'll have the full service menu of excluding alcohol, obviously, because it's only on-site consumption. But everything that's available in-store will also be available via the drive-through.
Trustee
Will you
Heckler.
still be a Gloria Jean's store, or are you new name, new?
It's a complete rebranding. We are dropping the Gloria Jean's franchise. We will be sourcing Intelligentsia. We're looking into sourcing Intelligentsia coffee in lieu of the Gloria Jean's. The Gloria Jean's, like I said, was just a little bit restrictive on the creativity levels and what we can and can't do, the menu items that we can include, and essentially like the whole corporate branded look and feel is going to be different from our locally owned artisan style, safe coffee shop.
Do you have a proposed name?
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. It's called Home Base. Home Base is the name of the coffee shop. Again, playing on the whole video gaming technology concept of when you're playing a video game and you go home to recharge and, gather your supplies. And then when you leave, you're refreshed, ready to play the rest of the game, ready to live the rest of your life. So it's Home Base, based in Homewood. So playing off the whole name of Homewood, especially since we are super integrated with the company and locally.
Thank you.
Trustee Roman.
Everybody actually already covered all of my questions that I had for you, but I am very excited that you guys are interested in opening up a new business with a new concept and everything, especially right now with these times. So thank you very much for doing that. It's exciting, and I wish you well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank
Any
you.
comments or questions from anyone in the audience?
I have one more. I haven't been
I'm
to
sorry,
Pops
your
in a
time
while.
is up.
I think
But
I
do you-
remember you. I worked at.
Do you
Pops
guys
forever.
still have the lasagna soup? That was delicious when I was pregnant.
That is a seasonal item.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys should keep that on the menu. It's
And
really
you'd be
good.
so surprised. Soup sells
Thanks for
extremely
clearing that
well
up.
in this like
It's
80 degree plus
delicious.
weather.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it too.
With that, may I have a motion to direct staff to draft an ordinance amending the municipal code to increase the number of Class 7B liquor licenses from 1 to 2?
Second.
Been moved by Trustee Purcell, seconded by Trustee Dawkins. Roll call, please.
Trustee Dawkins.
Aye.
Trustee Purcell. Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Heiferman. Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you. General board discussion, Trustee Dawkins.
Nothing.
Trustee Purcell. Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Heiferman.
Monday, the 7th, 5:30 to 6:30, I'll be at the Starbucks on Harwood, open to discuss and answer anything. Come on by.
Trustee Roman.
I have nothing.
May I have a motion to adjourn, please?
Second?
Been moved by Trustee Purcell, seconded by Trustee Roman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Dawkins.
Aye.
Trustee Purcell. Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you all.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the name of the store.
Home Base.
Home Base, yeah. That's it, because you said something about Homewood after.
Oh, it's based in Homewood.
Oh, okay, all right. Is Home Base 2 words or one?